Hello everybody and welcome back to Rich Mindset with another premiere today that I'm going to talk about the first step, because from my experience that I have as an entrepreneur in the last 7 to 10 years, the first step, it is always the hardest. It doesn't matter what kind of first step you are going to take, even if it's in your private life, even if it's in your business life. Taking the first step will always be the one that is going to take the most time, that is going to take the most analyzing, that is going to take, let's say, the most planifying and so on. So today we're going to talk about the first step, what I found in these years of experience to help me make it faster, take it faster, do it faster, okay? And most important, how we can solve these issues of thinking it, of over analyzing it, over planifying it, and so on. Why I choose this topic is because even as we speak, we are planning to take a first step in something that we are learning for a long time. We're teaching ourselves for, I think, 1-2 years, a new domain, a new niche. And for the last, I think, 2-3 months, we are planning everything. And sometimes, although some of those steps that we need to take are simple, it took us a lot longer than expected in order to start what we want to start. And this is why I'm talking to you, because even as I go through one of these periods of my life, okay, I am in the same time using the experience that I have to make it and achieve it and build it faster, okay? Why I'm telling you need to build it faster is because most of the time over analyzing something is the worst thing that you can do. Unfortunately, I think 90% of the people that I know and I met during these years that I talked to had one or more ideas that could bring them happiness. When I say happiness, I mean, again, in private life, business life, sport life, I don't know what kind of life you want to talk about it, because it applies to everything. But having something new to do, something new to put in place in one of these direction always takes a lot of time, and once you overthink it, it's always going to go to one of these two directions. Either it will take way too long, and maybe the opportunity that you found at that moment will not be there anymore. Either you're overachieving it in such a way that your idea or what your plan will never happen again. So in both of the direction, you will miss the opportunity that you found when you had the idea, or when you found what you want to do, or you know what I mean. So because the first step, it's always the hardest, it will be more than 50% chances that the first step is going to be the one that will not allow you to go forward with your plan. In order to find a better way in your life of taking the next step faster, I discovered during these years that you need to do 3 basic things. The first thing that you have to do is make a list of pros and cons. Always when I have to take a decision, like a big decision, I always take a piece of paper and I put pros and cons, one on the side and one on the side. If cons are more than pro, I will not do that. This is a technique that takes you like 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes. So this is why I'm telling you, to get this done faster, you need to take a decision faster. And helping taking you this decision are these 3 steps. The first step is pro and cons. Put on a piece of paper what is pro, what is con. It will take you around 10-15 minutes, maybe half an hour, but you will see what is the advantage and disadvantage of doing this first step, of making this first step, okay? After you take this piece of paper and you do a pro and cons, if the pro is okay, you go on with it. If cons are more, then you can already stop with this, because it will be hard in time to change the balance of pro and cons. So if it's more cons, just stop it, don't go to the second step, abandon the idea and try to find something better that is going to help you, okay? Then on the other side, if it's more pros, then you have to go to the second step, and the second step is analyze, but not analyze because it doesn't have to take you a lot of time. Think about the people that are in this idea with you, because it doesn't matter what you do, that it's in a private life, in business life, and so on. Somebody else is going to be inside this idea, inside this step. So for example, if you want to propose to your girlfriend, let's say like this, she will have to accept it, okay? If you want to do a business partnership, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, I don't know how many business partners. If you want to go to the gym, you need the plan that the instructor must give you, and so on and so on. So every single thing that you have to do, every single first step that you want to take, it is going to be more or less dependent on somebody else. So the second step that you have to do is see who is inside this step with you, so who is going to take part of this step with you, and see if that person, it is as determined as you, it is as motivated as you, and has the same, how is it called, the same desire of achieving these first steps as you have. Because if not, again, you have to find something else to do, or somebody else to do it with. For example, if your girlfriend, you want to ask your girlfriend to marry you, okay? I'm gonna give you a basic example. And you took the first step, you said the pros and cons, okay, you got more pros than cons, okay? Then you have to think about, on the long term, how is your relationship with your girlfriend? So analyze what happened in the past, how many, I don't know, fights you had, how many things in common you have, how fun it is the relationship, how good you understand each other and stuff like this. And if this case, if everything is okay and you say, okay, we're okay together, then go propose. And if it's not okay, for example, you have more fights than usual, or she never agrees with you, she doesn't support you in her business career, you don't support her in her business career, and stuff like this, again, find somebody else to do it, or stop the idea of proposing, take more time in order to analyze the situation and stuff like this before doing it. Because if not, then you're going to propose and she will not accept it, or she's going to accept it, and then you are going to fight every single 2-3 days. It will go to a divorce, and that is the last thing that you want to happen. So the second thing is, see the people that are inside your idea, that they have to be in the first step that you're gonna take. See if it's the best decision that you have to make, and then do it if it's okay for you, depending on the stats, let's say stats that you got by doing so, okay? The third and the final step is, don't take too much time doing what you have to do, like take a snap decision. So as you already know, and I think you saw it on the internet, you read a lot of books, I'm telling you, in real life it's the same. If you decide to do something, do not postpone it to 7 days. Do not, I don't know, overthink it 2000 days, just do it at that moment. The snap decision that you're going to take in life, it will be either low risk, high reward, either high reward, high risk, or it will be exactly the other version, high risk, low reward. So there are 3 ways that you can have or make a decision. But by doing the 2 steps that I already tell you, you probably eliminated around 80-90% of the worries that you had. So you understand. For example, if you make a list with pros and cons, and you see that there are more pros than cons, you already know that you have high reward, correctly? Then if you see that, for example, I'm with my brother in the business, and I know he's always there, he always answered to me, he always helped me grow, he had new ideas, we implemented together this. I know I have a reliable, trustworthy person besides me. That means that I have low risk. So at the end, taking the decision will be low risk, high reward, and automatically the way that I'm gonna take my decision will not be like overthinking it and over how is it called, planning it and stuff like this. I will say yes to the new business opportunity because I know I have low risk, high reward. And at this point, already the first two steps will make me have a decision faster. For example, if my Gabriel comes to me and tomorrow says, I have a business that we can make a lot of money because of this, this and this, okay? I will answer directly to Gabriel, okay, let's do it, because it's low risk, high reward, and I know it because I already did the first two steps, okay? The same is in a relationship. The same is by proposing to your girl, okay? So if you have more pros than cons, and you know it to have a reliable person, automatically you have low risk, high reward, and it is the best person that you can propose to, and in a long time it will go good. It may happen, it will backfire. Let's say 3-4%, as it happened to me. I was thinking it was a low risk, high reward. The first step, I did it, I took it with confidence, and it backfired because, I don't know, stuff that not necessarily depended on me changed during this analyzing that I did for, I don't know, half an hour, let's say. Because more than half an hour should not take you. For example, a customer closed his business and I had complete trust in him. Then I lost some money. I don't know, the girl that I love wants something different for life. She saw a video, she was impressed with it, she decided she wants something new from life. Automatically that didn't depend on me and stuff like that. So it might backfire. This is a probability from my experience of 5 to 10%. But 90%, if you follow these 3 steps, it will be more than easy for you to take the first step as fast as possible, as good as possible, without having to worry about it. Because worrying about it, overthinking about it, over planning it and stuff like this will get you to procrastinate. And if you procrastinate, most of your ideas will be too late to implement, or will never happen to, will never be implemented, and you will lose most opportunities in life, again, in different areas of your life. So guys, if you understand that the first step is actually easy to take, if you follow the steps that I told you, and you understand that by doing a list of pros and cons, by analyzing the person you're involved in, the third step and the last step of taking the decision, making the first step will be easier, will give you automatically more time to implement that first step in order, instead of overthinking that first step. And believe me, from all the experience that I have doing so by following these steps, it doesn't matter how hard you think the idea is. It is only hard because you overthink it, not because you implement it. In the moment when you understood and you accept the risk of the business and you take this decision and start doing it, enjoying the process will be the easiest thing to do, because you took it with a full heart. The decision, you took it with a full heart, and will allow you on a medium and long term to put passion in it, to put heart in it, to go with it all the way until you achieve that dream, that passion, that objective for you, for your family, for your life, in order to become maybe a better person, to become financially independent, to become, I don't know, happy with your partner, and so many other things that you could make this first step too, okay? So guys, I hope you understood the way I think this works. It is not something that will apply to everybody. Maybe you're not this kind of person, but I'm telling you because for me it works amazingly. For the last 7 to 10 years, I did this in all the business opportunities that I have, with all the persons that I met, in all of the opportunities that I have except the business. I had great results with it. Sometimes it backfired, I'm gonna tell you this, but if you accept the risk and you go and do this first step with a full heart after doing these steps, it will not be as disappointing as if it happens the same, but you don't take the decision following these steps, because you are not ready mentally and solely, okay, to accept it. You'll always find an excuse. It's not your fault, something else happened, it's somebody else's fault, and something like this, in order to excuse yourself, because you never took the time to make these 3 steps. that will give you the confidence to do the next step. Okay, I hope you understood what I mean. If not, leave a comment below, contact us, write us, because Rich Mindset is a community of determined people that want to change their life in the better. All the people that we talked to, we helped, not only online but offline as well, here in our office, in daily meetings that we have, just change the way they see their life, most of them, after understanding the value that we give them and the value that the community represents, because this is not something to sell something, this is not a channel to promote something except a better mindset. Guys, I hope we can grow this community to millions of people, because helping everybody else around us will only make the world in which we live a better world. Guys, see you in 2 weeks. Until then, I will leave you with Gabriel with another amazing topic. He will talk about something really special, so don't miss out Gabriel's episode for next week. Until we see each other, I wish you only the best. I hope you're ready to change your life, to become a better human being, and one time to sit down and make a podcast here to talk about the way you managed to do that. See you. Bye-bye.